Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we will discuss about types of attributes. So in the last class we discussed about types of entities and types of relationship. So today's class we will discuss about types of entities, sorry, types of attributes. So what is mean by an attribute? Attribute is nothing but a property, or this is also nothing but called as column name. So in the table, for example, if I am taking a student table, so if I'm taking a student, so what will be the column names there? Hall ticket number, comma, name, comma, marks, comma, group. So like this we will have different types of column names. So this particular column names are nothing but called as what? Properties of the table. So hall ticket number, name, marks, groups are nothing but called as properties of this particular student table. So that particular properties are nothing but called as what? Attributes. So attribute is nothing but property, and it is also nothing but considered as column name. So here how many column names we are having? Four column names. So student is having four properties here. Okay. So we will see here what are the different types of attributes here. So the first one is simple or single valued attribute. Simple or single valued attribute. So what is mean by the simple or single valued attribute is nothing but the column name which is having a the column name which can have only single value. For example, we can take a hall ticket number. So this particular hall ticket number we cannot divide it further into parts. So that's why we can consider this particular hall ticket number as a simple or single valued attribute. So we can consider another name is nothing but we can consider Aadhaar number also as a simple or single valued. So if we take one column name, so that cannot be divided into further parts. So that is nothing but called as what? Simple or single valued attribute. So the next one is nothing but composite, that is opposite to the simple. So composite is nothing but here the attribute which is again divided further into the parts. So for example, I am taking one column name as name. So that particular name is again divided into. So for example, wait 1 minute. Here I'm taking this composite attribute. So here, so this composite attribute is nothing but name. Name is again divided into first name, middle name, last name. So name is again divided into three part, that is composite, first name and middle name and last name. So this is nothing but considered as a composite attribute. So the attribute which can be divided into parts is nothing but called as what? Composite attribute. So the next one is a multi-valued attribute. So what is mean by the multi-valued attribute is nothing but, so the attribute which is having a more than one value is nothing but called as multi-valued attribute. So for example, if I am taking a phone number. So each person will have two mobile numbers. Yes, so that's why I'm considering this particular column name as multi-valued attribute. So we have to represent them in the double-lined ellipse symbol. So if I am representing the mobile in the double-lined ellipse symbol, that is nothing but mobile is a multi-valued attribute. That particular person will have more than one mobile number. Okay, so I will give the example table, by that you will understand it more easier. Multi-valued. So the next one is key attribute. So what is mean by key attribute is nothing but key attribute is nothing but primary key. So if I'm taking a student table name, so what will be the primary key there? Hall ticket number. So that will be the primary key. If I'm taking the employee table, so what will be the primary key there? Employee ID. So which is the primary key there? So that particular column name should be considered that as a key attribute. So that will be represented with ellipse symbol followed by the dash at the bottom. So that is nothing but called as what? A key attribute. And the last one is nothing but derived attribute. So what is mean by the derived attribute is nothing but the attribute which depends on other attribute. So for example, if I'm taking a, here I'm taking the dashed ellipse like this. So what is the example for the derived attribute I'm taking is nothing but I'm taking as age. So why I'm taking the age is nothing but, so this particular age column will be depending on which one? So that will be depending on which one? Date of birth. So here I am taking the student table. So in this one I am taking the column names. So what will be the student column names will have? So the same column names I am taking here. By that you can easily understand the concept of the types of attributes. So here my table name is student. student student. So what is the first column name I am taking is nothing but first column name is hall ticket number, and second column name is name, and the third column name is date of birth. Next one is marks. Next one is mobile. Next one is age. So here hall ticket number can be considered as what? That can be considered as a primary key attribute. This one key attribute. Name can be considered as what? That can be considered as composite attribute. So date of birth, age is nothing but what? So that is a derived attribute that is depending on date of birth. So here age is depending on date of birth, so that's why I took two columns here. Multi-valued means I'm taking the mobile number. Okay, so I included all the particular uh, attributes that we will get in this particular example. So now I am drawing the ER diagram. So what is the use of the ER diagram? So by this you can understand it easily. So here I am writing student. So what is my table name now? So student is my table name. Okay, so student is the table name. And here what are the different types of column names I took here? So the different types of column names I took here is nothing but, so the first one is hall ticket number, second one is name, third one is date of birth, fourth one is marks, fifth one is mobile. So mobile is a derived attribute, sorry, multi-valued attribute where I have to take the two lined ellipse, and the last one age. So age is nothing but derived attribute. So I'm taking this as, so now you will understand. So the first column name I'm taking it as hall ticket number. So that is the key attribute. So the key attribute should be followed by the line at the bottom. So the next one is name. Name is nothing but, so here what we have to do, we have to divide the name into three parts. That is nothing but first name, middle name, last name. So I am dividing this particular thing into three parts: first name, middle name, last name. And the next one I am taking the next attribute is date of birth. Next one is marks. Next column name is mobile, and the last one derived attribute is age. So by this you will understand, easily you can understand what is a table name. So what is a table name? We are having student. And what are the different types of column names we are having means, by using the diagram you can understand. So totally how many columns are there here? So there are 6 columns. And what type of the columns we are having also you can get idea by using this particular diagrams. So this is nothing but called as what? ER diagram. So the representation of the table in the diagrammatic manner. So by that the users can get the rough idea about what is the table name, what are the different column names that are present in the table, and what is the type of data that we are using in the column. That one you can get the idea easily. So for that purpose we will use the ER diagrams. Okay. So this is about the ER diagram concept with the types of entities and relationships we discussed in the last class, and the types of attributes that we discussed in the today's class. Okay, thank you. So in the next classes we will see about the normalization concept.